Hello. Hi there. It's CJ Miller, the impetuous chef. I'm in my kitchen in my downtown apartment at Shreveport, Louisiana. Across from downtown is beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. Come check us out. So, this is a very simple recipe because it's basically these plump chicken wings folded into the fourfold, where you take the tip of the wing and fold it behind, kind of crack it at the joint and kind of tuck it behind so you have these little figure four shapes right here. I'll wash my hands in a second, but let me show you. So these, just put them in the pan. And then last night's gravy, which was a roux based, that is flour and fat, vegetable oil was the fat that I used, but also, uh, yeah, into that a lot of seasonings. And basically, I made the roux with the chopped vegetables that you get, those little bags of chopped vegetables of bell pepper, celery, onion, garlic, that kind of stuff. The Trinity with the little extra here and there. Trinity is a Louisiana term for that's based on the French idea of small chopped vegetables chopped up in cuisine or whatever. And usually it's bell pepper, celery, onion. Uh, and of course, you can, there's other things in this blend also. There's a little bit of garlic, a little bit of this or that or whatever. So, but basically, you could do it with just the Trinity. But there's garlic in here. There's a lot of herbs, extra seasoning, a lot of black pepper, anything. But basically, it makes a really, really brown roux. Okay. That was we had that over the potatoes with dinner last night. I had some left over, and without frying the chicken, because sometimes you want to take this and you want to fry the chicken before you would uh, cover it with your leftover gravy. But in this case, we're not. Now, there's a variation on this called a smothered chicken, where you would just take your onions and smother them in your pot with your sauces and everything like that. This is going to be closer to a fricassee, which sometimes a fricassee is a fried chicken and sometimes it's not. Almost always some sort of roux base. There could be some milk in there. It could be a light sauce like a bacamille, or it may just be like the roux base with the vegetables and uh, whatever you want to do to it. But basically, the main ingredient for this would be the vegetables. The vegetables over the chicken is what's going to make this a chicken fricassee, which is a good way of doing chicken. Now, you can fry it or not. It really doesn't matter. That's not what makes the chicken fricassee. It's these small vegetables that are in this sauce left over from last night that's going to make this fricassee. If you wanted to add some really, really, really good wine, like a red wine or something like that, to this, then you would change this from a chicken fricassee, and it would then become a coq au vin, a chicken coq au vin. But chicken fricassee is more rustic, and I don't drink, so I wouldn't do it. I will say, if you're going to do that, if you're going to use wine or something, a sherry or wine or something, please don't ever use any sort of alcoholic product for your food, for your sauces. If you wouldn't drink it, if it's not table quality to drink, then it's not good enough to go into your food. If you're going to prepare food and you're going to use a little half a glass of wine or something in here to enrich the flavor, which it would, and most of the alcohol would cook out, and so you wouldn't have to worry about getting a buzz off of it or anything like that if you cooked it thoroughly. But if you wanted to enrich your food with that quality, then but really, you could just add a little splash of vinegar, and you'll accomplish the same thing. You'll accomplish it quite well. You could add maybe like half a teaspoon of sugar and half a teaspoon of vinegar and stir it into this, and it would be basically the same quality as adding a wine. But if you're going to bother with pouring a wine or something into your food, do make sure it's you know, a good quality. Okay, so there is the broth in the bottom of this is draining off. Basically, I'm just going to turn this. I'm going to bring it up to warm the pan, and then I'm going to turn it. So I'm bringing it to a full-on medium, which is about, usually is about as high as I let this pot get. Just enough to bring some heat to the pot that it's being cooked in. I'm going to cover it up, and then I'm going to reduce the heat to a right between the spot of the low medium, and I'm just going to kind of let it cook in that nice simmering area until the chicken is completely done. And I will do a video of this meal when it's done, and you will see how wonderful and delicious it is. It's a great way to take some leftover gravy. Then when you take your gravy from the night before and you put it in a container, a sealed container, and you keep it fresh, you can use it the next day for something like this as a basis for creating a different sauce. And what's going to really work with this, because I'm not doing anything except if I need to, I'll add a little water. But I think the chicken broth coming off of this is going to add all the moisture that we're really going to need once this gets melted down, and it's going to be a really wonderful lighter, because the color is going to be diluted from the broth. It's going to be a little bit lighter, and it's going to go great. Now, if you want to do some other things like add a little bit of cream or milk or something like that, you can do that. If you want to maybe throw in a few extra vegetables, you can. But really, what's left over from last night was quite sufficient for this. You can see there's plenty of vegetables in there. So here we are, left over from last night, the roux and vegetable-based brown sauce or gravy that is going to be the flavoring for my chicken fricassee. Love and light, and I'll check back with you later when it's done. Bye.